Hi guys, it's Andrew here from Eastonmade and welcome back to the Eastonmade channel. I'm going to show you something here today. It's there's a rhyme, there's a reason, I guess. There's a lot of different ways to build log splitters. There's all sorts of different designs, lots of different opinions out there, and lots of different ways of doing it. So I'm going to show you the reason why we build our Axis and our Ultra the way that we do it, because it's sort of unique to us. I can think of maybe one other company that's doing this. We don't normally do a fabricated beam like on our heavier splitters on our horizontal machines. We always do a heavy I-beam because they have a lot more power. Like the Axis and Ultra are 14 tons, where when you need the 12, 22, and 22, 28, you go from 24 tons up to 37. There's a lot going on there. You need to have that strength and girth there. And you can have a fabricated beam on a bigger machine like that, but I don't, in my experience, there's not really any advantage to it. Like an I-beam is a forged piece of steel. It's one piece. There's not typically a whole lot to go wrong with them. However, like I said, the Ultra and the Axis are a different scenario for us. So the way that this is built is on a couple of 2x6s. And this kind of is an ode to why these machines last so long and why they're so reliable and why they're so durable. Because there's not really much to wear out on these. There's no wear components on them, but there's not much to wear out on these. If you take a look here, that cylinder is bolted onto these flanges right here. And those flanges are machine square, so that cylinder is square in there. And then the pusher rides on here, and then there's a hub that bolts into this. So there's not a lot of play in here anyway, so it's gonna slide straight, and there's no play here. So what that means is that there's not really anything to wear out. The only time you may see some wear, like paint getting scrubbed off one of these, is a little bit of play that's in the rod seals. And when the pusher or the wedge, in the case of the Axis here, that's the only play that's in there, is the up and down, a little bit of side to side. Like, we do recommend greasing them. As you can see, these are pretty heavily greased. Again, just basic maintenance, but there's very little to wear out on these. The other point of this that is really neat, why we do it this way, and it's something that a lot of people probably don't think of, is leverage. Where that cylinder is mounted on here, that is now the leverage point. Instead of being at the top, it is here. So you've effectively taken 2 feet of leverage out of that by doing it. So there's really not a whole lot of move in one of these beams. They're very rigid, they're very stiff, and again, that's what makes these Axis and Ultra machines work so well and be so durable. Like, I'm sure if you're watching this, you're probably on YouTube and you've seen a lot of guys put a pile of wood through these machines with very minimal wear, very minimal failure. And some guys aren't particularly easy on them either, which is a good thing. Like, these machines are commercial grade machines. They're meant to take a pound, they're meant to do the work. And that's why, that's how they're built that way, and that's why they're built that way. You'll see a lot of other companies, like we have it on, I'll do another video on how the horizontal are set up, but a lot of companies will have the clevis on both ends of the cylinder and the pusher, and if you think about it, you have a lot of play in both of those clevis ends on, and there's play this way too. So it's sort of like trying to push a piece of spaghetti. It just doesn't work, where this is a rigid straight push, consistent all the time. So guys that build things, they're gonna understand this, and hopefully I explain that well enough for you guys to understand the point that I'm getting across there. Anyways, if you liked the video, give her a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button on the bottom. I really appreciate everybody's support. It is really great to hear from you. I'm glad I'm back at this and active in the different communities here. It's been a Like I said, it's been a long winter, but we've got everything ironed out and everything seems to be going incredibly smooth. It's going great. Besides the odd supply chain shortage and chase and stuff, that's the world we live in today, though. That's all part of the fun and entertainment. Anyways, guys, like I said, give her a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button on the bottom. I really hope to see you on the next one. Take care.